Do you ever feel like your business is stuck in firefighting mode? Most business owners spend all their time handling invoices, managing employees, and keeping customers happy. Important? Yes, but it leaves little time for the big decisions. Are you saving enough cash for your next downturn? Do you know when to cut spending or when to double down on growth? Can you spot the early warning signs that your business is changing? Often the answer to these questions is no. If so, you're not alone. But here's the real problem. You might be making the wrong financial decisions at the wrong time. And that could be quietly holding your business back. Most of this hinge from one simple fact. Too often, we're either reacting or freezing. We go from panic to paralysis. So how do we avoid that? Two things. First, we have to understand what types of decisions we're making in our business and give room for all of those types. And then we have to predefine how we're going to act. In this video, I'm going to show you how to recognize these three types of financial decisions that every business faces and how to use something called financial triggers to know exactly when to act. By the end, you'll have a framework to stop reacting, start planning, and make better decisions in your business. Not all decisions are created equal. Every financial decision falls into one of these three buckets: operational, strategic, and risk management. Operational decisions are the daily calls that you make, like pushing for customer payments or firing an employee or executing on your marketing plan or delivering your product or service to that business. The strategic decisions are the big picture choices like hiring, expanding, acquiring other businesses, thinking about where you want to be in 3 to 5 years. Those types of things are things that aren't there every single day, but if you don't create room for them, you'll end up in the operational loop and bustle that we saw before. Risk management is the third type, and this is protecting your business from shocks, whether that be cash reserves, debt limits, or supplier risk. We need to ask, how much cash should we set aside for emergencies? How much debt can we safely take on? And when should we refinance and restructure that debt? What customer risks, whether that be concentrations, different types of businesses, and are we okay with one key supplier or should we diversify? The focus of risk management decisions is to protect the business from the inevitable shock that happens. Because if you're in business long enough, the reality is one of those things that you always feared is going to come true. So how do we make sure that we don't miss the big calls? We set up what I call financial triggers. These financial triggers we label buffers and gates. I live in Oklahoma and we deal with tornadoes every spring. During tornado season, we get two types of warnings. The watch is much like the buffer. It's a heads up. It tells you, hey, something is possible. You need to stay alert and watch the weather. This is like the buffer that we set up. It's telling you, it's an early signal that you're outside of your comfort zone and that it might be time to pay closer attention. The gate is much like the tornado warning. The tornado warning comes when a tornado is on the ground and in your area. This is marked by sirens that go off, alerting you to this danger. We know we should, at that point, be heading towards our tornado shelter to protect us from that storm. In business, a gate is the red line. When you cross it, action isn't optional, it's required. So when we think about this in action, we have our projection, or we have our line of where we think we're going. With that buffer, we're establishing a lower side that says once we reach this point, we're now going to think and reflect about what our next steps need to be. The gate is just below that, meaning we'll hit the buffer first. We'll have taken some preliminary action, but if we hit the gate, we need to take immediate action and act very quickly. This can also work on the upside, meaning we may grow more quickly than we expected, and so we can establish a gate or a buffer on that upside. So what does this look like in action? I'm going to give you a few different examples. With cash management, this would be saying if our cash balance falls below a certain point, we're going to review expenses and delay discretionary spend. This might be our decision with the buffer. But with the gate, we may say if it falls even further, now we're going to make a freeze to hiring and we're going to start immediately cutting hard and fast. With receivables, maybe overdue receivables have gone up and it could be a sign of a bad process or customer struggling. 45 days, we may pause, reach out to the customer, see what those signs look like. At 60 days or 90 days, maybe we're taking immediate action. If profitability drops below where we expected, say we're using a rolling number and we're saying rolling profitability should be 10%, it's dropped to 9, dropped to 8. Well, if it drops to 8, we need to analyze those costs and check for what has happened in the business that's causing this drop. But then if it drops below 5, that's the gate, that's the trigger that we need to adjust our pricing and we need to reduce overhead. Next, hiring and payroll. If it's going too high, raise it too much, we maybe stop, we maybe pause hiring plans. If it goes even higher, that means something very bad has happened in the business. We may need to start laying off. And then last, we have debt management. If our debt goes out of whack with where we're expecting it, we can establish gates and buffers that will help us with predetermined actions. I want to be clear, though, in that these gates and buffers are not, we have to do these things. It's pre-planning what our next step is. And by creating that pre-plan, we can avoid the fog that happens, the panic that happens potentially in that moment. So here's the key takeaway for you. Understand the type of decision that you're making first and foremost. But then second, go and set up gates and buffers on your key KPIs. You don't need it on everything you're looking at, but set it up on your key ones, whether that's revenue, whether that's profit, whether that's cash, whether that's gross margins, whether that's debt, whether that's AR. Set up gates and buffers on those key KPIs and determine today what actions you're going to take. That way, when the storm comes, you don't react emotionally. You execute on your predefined plan. If you found this helpful, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe, like this post, but more importantly, if you would comment down below. What financial triggers do you think your business needs most right now? Cash reserves, debt limits, revenue, profit, customer risk. Put that down in the comments, and I'd love to start a conversation for you of what that may look like for your business. Thank you for taking the time to watch today. I appreciate you and hope that you have a great day.